Bienvenido a Historias Urbanas, presentador yo. Y hoy, esperando a alguien en el movimiento urbano en Nueva York, pero bienvenido de mi canal. Saludos, donde. Yo, Hebrew line, come up, bro. Oye, don Pa, saludo para todos los raperos de Santo Domingo. Anisha RD, Javaito Calti, El Experimento, G. Sosa, entre otros. Pichardo La Peluca, el Roblex, de Genio Quisqueya, Papo Black, San Luis City. Otro rapero, pero yo no voy a mencionar, o voy a mencionar. Mira, se dicen eso en mi chat ahora, pero tú sabes, eso es lo nuevo del movimiento urbano. Se viste, tú sabes. Okay, alguien está ahí. Okay, esperando a alguien. Okay, we got two people right here. Dos seguidores aquí.
What's up, bro? Mondo? What's
What's
going on,
good?
bro? Mondo, you there?
What's good?
Yeah, I'm telling
You hear me?
somebody. I can hear you now. I'm telling somebody putting that the juju. I'm telling you that. That's why we have these auto situations.
Uh,
That's what I was telling a Gigi last year. Remember?
Hello.
I'm not trying to bash Mr. Negron or anything, but that's what I was telling him. We had
All
these
right.
situations. Yeah, that's why you had those bad situations with the audio and you string up because these folks. I
Yeah.
can't mention a person's name, but you know what I'm talking about. It's not just a person; it's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
But I can't mention the person's name.
talking about that, I was gonna get a report. I know we're not gonna mention
Um,
that person's name, but somebody
I
said that I was gonna
contesting.
get a special report or something like that.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
it's for real. I'm contesting. Let me cut you. I'm contesting against. You can contest it, and I'm also gonna say this.
I'm
The judges
that's
can
what
be
I'm
appeased.
going to do. I'm like,
Yeah, no, it came. The
like,
situation came Monday. I mean Wednesday. Wednesday, excuse me. Hello. Yeah, so you can contest it. If you have 10 days to contest it, and when you do, is that right? You can, so we don't live in a certain area. We can email the court, and then they'll ask you to give an ID and a photocopy or the report. I did a PDF file. I went to somewhere to go get it scanned, and then take a picture with it and tell them that don't send evidence. I sent a bunch of evidence. They email. They told me on a private call that I cannot email all the evidence. Yeah, because I flood their email. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful, Mondo. Be careful. It's true. It is true. Yo le tengo hasta miércoles. Miércoles pasado aquí, esta semana. Yo tengo papeles.
Yeah.
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 Yo tengo papeles. Yo estoy hablando con, como dice, court. So yeah, I'm contesting. I'm going against. I'm killing it. Pero tenemos 10 días como dice, de cuero. El cuero, el cuero. Yeah, you have to make it in time. It's a time frame, and then it requests a hearing. And what you can do is when you request a hearing, just let them know that you want the judge to have a telephone because we're not in the that state in the area. So just be careful. That stuff is real. And uh, the no cop came to my house, but the person that delivered it. So I'm not gonna mention the person name. I took down. I locked my Twitter account so that one cannot come see it. Um, my podcast of certain people, certain individuals has been taken down for now. It's against my freedom of speech, First Amendment, and they say I cannot have a firearm because of the situation, which is against my Second Amendment right because it's a lie. So, but I'm gonna say this: I'm going to find out to impeach that judge because I have done that before. Not like I used my platform to get the judge to kick me out of my apartment. Out. He's no longer a judge anymore. So if this judge has a true judgment, I will let it go. But I'm going to find a way to get that judge impeached. We can do that. A lot of folks not know that. Like, yeah, like here in Harris County, we have people that let criminals out of a $1 and 100 bail. They don't know their rights. You can go and
Right.
ask. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
All
having
right.
caffeine.
It's funny because one thing I gotta say about that person, right? I'm like, okay, as far as me and you talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that I talked to another person, and then that's when this crap started beginning. But before I actually talked to that person went up and was saying, "Oh, I shouldn't be on how should I say clickbaiting." Now, as
I
far
can't
as
hear you
anything,
saying.
I was saying that person went up and wrote me before all the beef and everything like that, before they started mentioning my name. They wrote me like around November or October saying, "Oh, I need to stop clickbaiting."
Okay,
Now, now prior
Mondo.
to that, I did not know who they were.
I cannot talk too much about this person. I'm just giving you facts of what's going to happen. Cause
I
yeah,
know. And,
yeah.
and that person went up and said that same thing. But now that you told me the facts, now I know what to expect.
I have it. Yo lo tengo papel, claro. Este miércoles, sí. La tarde de miércoles, un hombre latino fue en mi apartamento. Dame, how you say it? Give me. Papeles Dios perdóname, pinche mentira, okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gave me that papel de pinche mentira. And yo llamé como dice, I don't know how to say court in Spanish. Um,
Corte.
yeah, la mujer que trabaja con court, ella me dijo que yo puedo, como dice, appeal it, which I have. So I'm waiting. for the process to happen. I cannot, like I said, I'm making my part, which is my First Amendment, cannot misinterpret. But just be careful what's going on because this person. But right now, I'm praying. I'm praying a lot of novenas and rosaries to stop this. Because one thing that God does not like is false accusation. And that's in the Psalms 109. So I have been false accused before to the police, and the person that falsely accused me got in trouble. And law enforcement
Right.
don't like me because I can get them in trouble because it's considered a false arrest. And the police officer in the report, I have already reported them too. There's a organization. That's why that Latino cop got in trouble who did me dirty in 2014. Even though it was 2021, it's a site by Flex Your Rights called openpolice.org. And I don't know what's on their website now, but I did do a report on that person for allowing a person to make a false report and a police misconduct because it is police misconduct. So if Phoenix Police Department Internal Affairs talked to that person, I got them in trouble. Talking about the cop, and then I
Right.
did. Yeah, so I'm just letting you know that they forget that we know our rights. That's why a lot of police, when I worked security and later on, they didn't like me because I knew my rights. I knew how to get a cop when I was on the street. They hated, a lot of them did not want to deal with me. Some of them, they tried to. Once I said the penal code 39.0, they text me, oh, they got scared. That's one thing that the Latino cop from New York said to Phil Scott, that they go after minorities, people African descent, Hispanic, the LGBT community, because they feel that they don't, we all don't know our rights. The white people that got the money, and what their orientation is, whatever, that's what they're scared of. Because men have access to lawyers, judges, family. I even saw a homeless person cuss out a cop, and it happened to a white dude because he mentioned he had family members in his, who's police officers and judges. So that, I'm saying, that's the reason why. But and I have a cousin who's a judge too, but he's so bougie. I haven't talked to him in years, and I don't talk to him anyway. Point is, I educate myself about the law. Like I said, I'm looking for any way to get that judge impeached. Because anytime a judge assists any criminals, let me mention names, any criminals in false accusation, they deserve to get impeached. That's why we have a lot
I totally agree with that. And
of.
and me personally, I could. It's like with me, I just think that this guy's a lame because I, as you know, what they could say? Oh yeah, they went up and they said that they're gonna do a special report or whatever. Okay, but prior to that, I never. After that or anything like that, I made sure, like, really on my platform that I don't even mention names. So why go after me for? I don't get it.
I'm gonna tell you something. Call Philly PD. Go to the
Mm-hmm.
station report. Philly PD.
Right.
I don't know why no one's not taking it. Did Golden Guys do her part? Because when I tell people to do this, I'm not trying to command that this is to save your life.
No, yeah, I went up and I put the word out.
No, you
So
need to go do it too.
right.
Because you need to go do it too, dude. Don't waste, don't procrastinate, please give because this situation is crazy. You're gonna be, we don't want to know if, no innocent project situation. If you don't do a police report as soon as possible, because first, anytime anyone could make a false accusation, a just police are supposed to look at the person who they falsely accused, and they see someone previous police reports. That mean not 10 that person is not in truth. That mean anyone in general. If you have people in police departments supposed to use critical thinking, but many of them don't. I mean, you have people who are from high school who are now investigators. How? They supposed to go to school for investigate for criminal justice, and they supposed to take a sociology class. A lot of them know those police officers do not do that. They go out of high school, wherever their parents and grandparents brainwashed them to have, they go by that judgment. That's why you have a lot of racist cops.
I mean, yes, yes, and then on top of it, from what I've heard, and I don't know, but I've heard from I've heard
Hello?
like, and yeah, I'm here
Mm-hmm.
because I had a friend and everything like that. So it's like the way that my day goes by and everything like that. It's like I don't I I guess that person could talk a whole bunch of crap, but in the same instance, I'm just gonna um look for me a lawyer because
Okay. Okay.
if all right, the reason why I say that is this because angry biracial, right?
Mm-hmm.
He done the same thing because to certain people. So that's all I said.
Well, I contact Legal Shield. I got since I got money, I got Legal Shield.
All right.
Yeah, so Legal Shield, I've been Legal Shield for years. Just I go off and on, and Legal Shield, what they do, I started paying the monthly pay. I pay 6 months, which is $100 and something up to 200. It's almost $200. So I paid right after the situation happened. So Legal Shield, when cops come to me, it's by law. I'm required the back of my card contact a lawyer before they even try to detain me.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I used to remember I told you I used to sell Legal Shield back in 2014. But the crazy witchcraft neighbor, fake Christian neighbor of mine, big booty Jew, I'm sorry to say that name. Everybody know about that. Anyway, in the hood, was trying to stop my businesses. Remember I told you about that?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So I think about going back to selling Legal Shield because I was trying to in the hood because they have legal problems, and I'm like, what? Yeah, you sign up. Like it was back then. It was $20 something, like $19.99 a month. But now it's like 30 a month. So I paid six because I don't want to be paying rampant payment. And the next time I'm broke or something, and I can't pay them. I pay 6 months in advance.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they say
now
that.
you grew.
Hold on, I'm gonna
All
cut you
right.
off. They said I got docs. Yeah, I heard, but where is? I went to their website on Instagram and I didn't see it because I know them.
All
They
right.
put my.
So who is MXMB? Who's MXBC again?
They are a
I mean, I've
racist
seen that.
Latino
Uh,
boxing channel. They linked up with Bluish Gelato. They're the one that was putting. But I need you to give me the information because I went to MSBC's Instagram when they made their claim and I didn't see nothing.
uh,
Yeah,
to me,
MS.
this is the way I see stuff, and the more that you mention me about whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people that they're mad or whatever, because whatsoever, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, at the end of the day, they could try to say, "Oh, we're gonna do this." Okay, but guess what? Y'all want to do certain stuff, right? So let's just say if I'm in a trip to, my favorite place in the world, right? Which is the cruises.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say if somebody were to go to my place of residence or whatever the case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm out of the country, what would actually be suffice if a person is going to report when I'm out of the country?
Do you have
You get one. You get
cameras?
you get
Yeah.
you get where I'm going with this. So
Yeah.
therefore, if they're gonna make a fake report, and most of the time I might be out of the country or out of the state, wouldn't that actually reflect bad on the person if you're always out and about and you have and you have a legitimate place that you are always at?
The problem is that that people need to take legal action when this happens, because if
All
we
right.
ignore it, it's going to like cancer. But I need yes, I went to let me go ahead and expose this. When someone was doing some activities, I didn't mention name, back in January, the Latino dudes that was connected with this person, okay, besides Bluish Gelato, told me to go on Discord, okay, on Twitter. So that person pretended to be a white part Mexican mixed dude that was talking to, no offense, homie, your friend Radical, and who called me a knock. That was me. I was FBI informant, whatever name I used. Okay, I went on Discord, and who is AC? Who is AC? Can y'all please use?
Yeah,
Okay.
we know who it is, but we're not gonna mention it.
Who? No, I didn't know.
We
No, I didn't
we
know. My information. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know who is AC. Can you type in now? Who is that person?
I'll type it in the
Okay. I got you. Okay, I got you. Okay, now I get you. I thought it was somebody else prior to 2021. Okay, now I got it because I wasn't thinking. I just overreact. Okay, all right. No. Okay, I can't mention person name, but prior to December 31st, Rich Numa's people, okay, contacted me. I did not know this happened till the whole situation happened. So I'm not mentioning the person's name, but I'm gonna mention events prior to things that happened. Rich Numa's
all
friend,
right.
okay, that's Radical's secret friend, okay,
Okay.
came and told me that you're talking about shadow ban, and you've been talking about Hispanics in a racist term or something like that, and he gonna make a video about you. You better make a video quick. This was on 22nd of December. That other person's name was not mentioned.
All right.
So I did not know about this until I saw my computer. My phone has a limitation, but on computer you can see other tweets that you ignored, and I did not know that. Now I'm gonna go say this. That's Carlos M. Carlos M is part of MSBC, and also Russ Rapid. Russ Rapid is MSBC boxing channel. They make anti-black content about African people, and Shalaban, aka Rich Numa, is connected with them.
All right. Well, I think that Zacharias will be back, but this is some good info because wow. I mean, this is good because you got a lot of these jokers that will try to shadow ban you or anything like that. Oh, Ibram, I want you to have a debate with Johnny Appleseed, like maybe in the near future. Would you be down for it?
Okay. Yeah, so Rich Numa, because what happened when Radical Latino made that video, the daily life of FBA, I contacted Susan Wachowski on Twitter to take that video down. That was a racist, no different than Acaramba, okay? And so then So when on Marquise's channel, a brother came out and said they're radical, and so the person that making reports about me was not mentioned. That's why I'm shocked they involved. Okay, so I'm not making. I didn't say that person's part of my freedom of speech. Okay, I didn't mention the person's name, so I'm just shocked. So during um, December that year, because last year, I reached out to Susan Wachowski like, hey, why are you letting Radical Latino make this video? And it's part of hate speech policy. And so when Marquise did a video about Radical VO, someone in the comment section said that Radical has been a Chivo all this time, that he been pretending. And that Chivo and him was friends. And Shadow Bane, which is aka Rich Numa, said that they had a private phone call, say Ackerman saying people are like children, like saying some racist stuff. So when I screenshot it and put it on my Twitter, I didn't think somebody else, I didn't mention that person's name, okay, will be involved, because I didn't mention that person's name at all, okay? And then prior to the events that happened December 31st in January, I'm going down Twitter and Carlos M had tweeted me on the 22nd or 23rd of December saying, hey, you you better do something about your you better make a Rich Numa, which is Joker or whatever his name is, Joker's real name on on Batman, whatever, is Jack Nipper, whatever, is going to do a video about you, saying you hate Latinos. You better do something now, or something like that. So I'm like, what? I hate Hispanics. No, I don't. I'm poor Hispanics down the family tree, not like one generation, but generations back. Okay, and I do acknowledge it. So when the events happen with a certain individual, okay, events happen with a certain individual, okay. What happened is oh, he's not gonna do FBA. Okay, I ain't know. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, when events happen, then that's what they kept saying. Go on Discord. Go on Discord. And they were saying they did witchcraft. And these were guys. The other guy, the Salvadorian guy, was also friends with Bluish Gelato. This is why I said this was a satanic Illuminati type stuff, because I know that Bluish does witchcraft. Because I exposed that when my channel was taken out. There was the investors on Bluish before another individual came in, okay? On Bluish channel, there were the investors who witches said I put witchcraft on black men. Okay, I got that screenshot on my Twitter. Okay, I have it closed right now, blocked so nobody doesn't come on there. Okay, and then I found out Corey Gandiander on Radical's channel. Okay. No, I deleted some. No, I am published certain certain things on an individual, because I have a contract that has happened. I'm contesting. That's why. Okay, so I'm following legal guidelines. I'm not mentioning the person's name, but I can mention events. They forget that's a First Amendment right. Like I say, that judge, I can get that judge impeached. Anyway, so point is, I got the other judge that got me evicted, right? The silver person, okay? I got that brother gone, so I can get the other person too, okay? So anyway, as I was saying, okay? So these individuals were connected with Bluish Tribe. MS Big C is West Rapid. West Rapid is an anti-black, racist Latino channel about boxers. They have oxidized oil throwing fried chicken at certain African fighters. And so they I guess they like my exposing Rich Numa connected, because when Radical was having what's his name 18 letter and all them on the thing back in August and September, Rich Numa saying monkey, the N-word, all this other stuff, and Radical is chastising the Ackerman Center guys on his channel. He's not chastising Rich Numa. That's why I ever said that's your friend. And I said, yeah, when I was homeless, I was at Starbucks listening to Rich Numa and him argue, and he offered to give Rich Numa a car. And I'm like, Why would you get this race Latino a car? He don't need a car. He don't need no car. He don't need no money. Go. I'm not being anti-Hispanic. And he's a preferred worker for low paying labor. Get your own car. You know what I'm saying? Radical need to get no car to him, no money to him. Get your own car. Okay, if you're the best working I am, since I'm ADOS and I got all this in Hispanic Louisiana, and I'm not the typical Hispanic, okay. I'm the lazy worker, the N-word, okay. Well, then he can work his work behind to go get a car. So that's why I exposed. I was like, why he was being so nice? Because if you're a racist person, I'm not giving you no car. You be ADOS too. I'm not giving you no car, no money. If I got money, you gonna just have to struggle, okay? Because you deserve to struggle. Y'all here.
Yo, Zacharias, I got a question for you, all right? And I've only been like a active podcaster or content creator on YouTube for a year. So in your aspects and everything like that, what like when did you see the genesis of these racist Latinos who actually spew their filth on TikTok and YouTube? Because the thing is, though, I know that this has to have a history. Like, what is their end goal and everything like that? So it's just mind-boggling on how certain people feel that a certain group is threatened, so they want to go with the old adage and try to gaslight educated people, no matter what um creed or ethnicity they are. And I'm actually starting to think that some of these gaslighters lack comprehension skills, nor they do not want to comprehend where you come from. So with that said, it's it's a crazy time to be a human right now.
Okay. Yeah, they doing witchcraft. They kicking me off the thing. I know that it is. Yeah. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying, Mondo, that and I knew that it was some witchcraft behavior going on prior. That's the end of the. I can't mention the person's name, but they want to know why that I had um mentioned some Illuminati witchcraft, because people came on there saying they put witchcraft on me. And like I say, that's how my channel got taken out. And when I was on Radical Latino's channel, I'm talking about Bluish back in 2021, and my channel taken down, I mentioned Coriander. That's the divester. And I think she's African American descendant, but I saw on her other accounts that she mentioned she's Panamanian. So she has like Afro Latina in her too. And she is a witch. She does not like accuracy. Marquis, y'all know Coriander. I never had no issue with her. I respect the fact she don't like me. I'm not one of those brothers that say, let's come together. I knew all kinfolks as a kid. That's why I'm for integration. I look at people based on their character, like Martin King say now, because before I had issues with white people or Hispanics, acting and seeing people. Okay, Marquise, let's not be messy. You're a former cop. Okay, let's not be messy. I'm not going to answer that question. Okay, there are people are getting um illegal documentations against them that can incriminate them, and you're a former cop, right? Okay, so you should know that we have to follow law. So stop being messy, sir. Okay, um, as I was saying, okay. So I'm not mentioning certain people, that person's name. I'm talking about events that happened prior, okay? Because that the certain people are linked with that MSBC as what's the name mentioned. Marquis, stop being messy, please. Please stop being messy. You are a former cop. I'm not answering that question. I advise you, since you're a former police officer, once you go to certain areas, I'm not going to mention the person's whereabouts, and handle that, since you're a former police officer. You used to work for the government. So that's you're not gonna incriminate me. You got to bail money for me. Okay, I got a lawyer, I got a legal shield, but I'm not even trying to go there. In Harris County, we have the Justice Department on the jail here, because the jail been abusive for years. I never been in jail. So the FBI and the Department of Justice is investigating Harris County Jail because people are dying. That's not Marquise. I didn't put gay porn on my channel. That's a fake Marquise. That's a fake Marquise. That's not a real Marquise. Because I ain't put, okay, and you was laughing. Hold on. And when I told Rocco that, you was laughing in the background. I don't forget that Sunday on July 11th, that evening, when I was on Rocco, Denise was on there and Andrew was on there, and you was laughing in the background. That was not funny. Yeah, that's not Marquise. That's a fake Marquise. That's a fake Marquise. Yeah. But he was laughing in the background. Yeah, he said, got a question. Yeah, get the Spanish. Yeah, of course. They're together. Okay. On Twitter, when my channel got taken down, the Hispanic tips, the Vestas, mixed race people who anti-black, like bluish, they all in one bunch. Yes, I was shocked when I came back on YouTube. Yes, all them folks, Chivo, the Vestas zealot, Corian Yonder, the Guyanese sisters, those mixed sisters, Kim 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna mention all their names. Rancho, Macho. I'm sorry, I mentioned his name. Rick and Duff, all of them. Bluish Gelato, MSBC, Cynthia G. Certain people in the Golden Spear. That's why. No, I'm not saying Gigi. She cool. That's why me and her are going back and forth. I mentioned on my podcast about her, because half of the Golden Spear people was on Bluish side, and they were friends with the Hispanic taps and the Vestas. Yeah. And like, this is the sister. Remember, I showed a video about a sister saying they doing witchcraft on accuracy men. A lot of these brothers are not keen to this. I'm an ex-warlock. That stuff is real. Okay? When on TikTok, that sister says, on YouTube, the brother talking about this, they take a picture and these sisters got all these witches. Yeah, well, that's what they doing to us. And that's what R. Kelly did with me. Because when I argued with R. Kelly back in January of 2019, he said, we got your picture. And that's how that goon came to my house and put that witchcraft with that semen on my porch. And I ended up being homeless on Jeff Lopez. I ended up being evicted on Jeff Lopez's birthday. Yeah, so I'm just letting people know I'm not making a conspiracy, because the majority of my claims are true. Yeah. J.B. Garner. He said, okay, so self-hate Adolf. Yeah, J.B. Garner is friends with you talking about that white dude who make anti-black content, acting like
All
Tom.
right.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Not for nothing, because I'm actually new to this.
Mm-hmm.
Who the heck names themselves South Dingo and OBFU? I
I
mean,
don't know.
okay, so what are these guys? Are these guys toothless inbreds that drink moonshine? Or they're just your run of the mill races that they chug beer and they have like a fist fights once in a while?
No, what Hebrew line is correct. I don't know who Saldingo and FUCKU. I don't know who these people, but I know JB because on my YouTube prior to I was homeless, I criticized JB Gunn. He friend with Tommy Sotomayor.
And some, I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
Tommy Sotomayor, right? At first,
Yes,
when I started listening to him, I was like, okay, he was making some sense. But then after a while, after he started getting punched out by black men, which is actually on YouTube. I don't
I
know if they
saw it.
took it down or not, but it's been like various occasions that he got punched in his face.
Yeah, I saw it. I did comment about that too. Because Thomas and your people just like blue shot folks that like me. Tom and Emmett, Thomas on your people didn't like me either. I got trolled. I didn't get doxxed, but I got trolled back in 2015, 13, 2012, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, by Tommy and Kim Wantry was one Tommy Southern Mills fans. It's weird that he's not friends with Cynthia G. So yeah. Okay, and
Yeah, yeah, Cynthia G. I don't know too much about, but in the same token, I certain people they're saying that they want to link up or whatever the case may be.
mm-hmm,
I don't know if Cynthia G got money like that she could
she
fly
do.
out people. So
She do.
hey,
She got money because she's a professional. She used to work in corporate America. Yeah. Okay. So he's saying, hold on. So South Dingo and FU white racist and friends with Macho MSBC Shalaban Born Again Heart. That's the East Indian dude who's friends with Blue Shalado, Chivo, Ricky and Devin, and them. Yeah. Okay. Now, Hebrew, are they from Chicago? Remember the V I showed you on TikTok
yeah, it's funny because I only seen Recondelphia once when it was on Fighter Stream, right? So I don't really know nothing about him, and don't really care to know anything about him. I know that me and him are in the same city, but at the same time, it's not like I'm gonna go and out my way to meet that individual because there's two different spectrums when it's in Philly. You got the people who are loners like myself, just
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm not I'm not there with I don't hang with drug addicts.
No, I
So
wasn't
that's
asking
it.
you. Oh, sorry, I do apologize. You cut me off, Armando. I was
Oh my
just
bad.
Hebrew. No, I didn't ask you was from Chicago. I said it's those white racists are from Chicago because I'm about to drop a gem on that. Don Armando, remember on TikTok, there's a light skinned sister. She looks typically Latina. She's for FBA. She's
Oh
supposed to
yeah.
okay, was working for the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, in Chicago, that's why. Bingo.
I
They
do
had
remember
mixed
when you
people.
sent me that on TikTok.
That's on TikTok. Remember that she higher sister. She for FBA. Everybody thinks she
Yep.
Latina. Yeah. Okay, she's not Latina, but she gets mistaken for okay. And she like she probably will be on Black Skin Mason's channel to talk about she states. Okay. Well, anyway, she out. Remember, she said a Puerto Rican guy picked on her friend when they was younger, and she don't suggest nobody to jump joyride and do through the three like a W sign. And he thought it was West Side. She said, "No, this is KKK." He said, "I get paid." He said, "I go to law school. The Klan paid me law school, and they got African people, mixed people, black people, black identified folks, mixed identified folks, Latinos on their side, like they're working for the Klan."
Wow.
Remember that? So when he just said J.P. Gunner, J.P. Gunner is from Chicago. So there, if they are linked with those other two are from Chicago, and they're friends with Macho, MSBC, Shaw Band, Barnacan Harbor, Chivo, Ricky via Dominican Rockets, and then go ahead and bluish. Certain people, Golden Spear. I'm not gonna mention somebody else's name to keep my legal situation out. And other folks, ADOS, Black identified folks too. Then, and I'm gonna say this, Cynthia G too. Then that makes sense because
Uh,
that's what's going on. Yeah.
all right. So this one thing I gotta ask Hebrew Lion.
Mm-hmm.
So in his view, right? When did he start seeing these broke racist miscreants. Like when for him that it started, we started seeing these the origin of these idiots.
His
Because
white
for me,
supremacy.
when it was Chivo, he did that thing, and me and him, we actually argued when it was 2021 because he was saying a lot of inaccuracies about the late merenguero or
Mm-hmm.
merengue singer, Johnny Ventura. So me and him was going at it, and he was saying a whole bunch of stuff, which there was a whole bunch of people who were saying a lot of stuff too. So with that said, it's like these guys are actually shouting out ignorance. So I want to see who actually started it. Like, where was the origin? Was this back in the 90s? I know that it's been like that with prevalent in the situations within the centuries or whatever. I'm talking about when did this supposed righteous anger actually started in the internet? Did it start during our days when it was the Yahoo chats or the AOL chats, or it was the crux between the Mi Gente and stuff that this originated at? That's what I want to know.
It started up when Trump became president. Like we had, cause you and I mean, we didn't know each other then. We was on Gente Black Planet on AOL on Yahoo. I was on it too, but it got big when Trump became president. Remember the Hodge twins? They were all pro-black. Now the Hodge twins are not that no more. They are extreme Trump supporters. Diamond Silk.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. Conservative Mexican was a Trump supporter too. Yeah. And Saldingo from New Orleans. Okay. Yeah. New Orleans. Okay. So okay. All right. And he said he was friend with Fighter. Okay. That's why I know Fighter's anti-accuracy. I knew that. That's why he don't like me mentioning Hispanic. That's why certain. I'm not gonna mention that person's name at all. But Fighter was on Bluish channel when that time when not Chief, but when Kim 13 when that time single my 2021, Fighter came on there when Kim 13 and Bluish went against me. Okay. Now, don't forget that single on 50 man. Don't forget that was the worst. I always celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It never had a problem on Cinco de Mayo, but that was the worst Cinco de Mayo I ever had. I can eat my food and I was drinking beer. I drink like 2 beers. I don't drink beer like that. I drink 1 beer, that's it, and I don't drink beer like that. But I drink 2 Corons that night. I ain't want to get drunk. But yeah. So yeah. So now it makes sense. So, I don't know who Sal Dingo is, but I'm gonna do research on that. But MSBC, yeah. But no, but Hebrew line. A lot of white supremacists control Latino networks. You know the Ricardo guy, the one who's Mexican that exposed Univision. Univision was owned by an Italian American, not no Latino, not no Hispanic. Oh, okay. So Saldingo and is Saldingo Ackerman in? He from New Orleans. Is he a brown skinned Creole dude? Cause me and him beef on another platform, not on YouTube. Talking about I'm a Creole and I'm lighter than him. It's a Creole brother who brown skin, who a little darker than me. He not dark brown skin. Cause I'm Cameron. I get darker sometimes because I'm in Houston, but I'm naturally Cameron. Okay, so he like a mahogany, like Kelly Rowland complexion, and Denzel Washington, who's a little bit darker than me. And he a brown skinned Creole dude. And he don't like non-Creole acting saying dude. And I said, dude, you forgot that Creoles came to Texas. That's how I'm here. Is Saldingo a brown skinned kinky head Creole brother? Oh, he a white Irish. Okay. Okay. Cause it's a Creole brother who same mentality as these folks. He brown skin. He not that dark. He kinky head. You know, had that so-called good hair. Okay, he is Creole. I do agree with his politics about the Louisiana Purchase mess of Louisiana and put the black and white racial by there. I agree with that part. But when we beef on a certain platform, you remember Don Armando on another platform I mentioned about being Native American and the Latino Native American folk, not the Mexican, but the Dominican and Rican one, was talking about blood quantum and DNA test, and I debate them. Yeah. Okay, brown hair. He has brown hair like the JB Garner. Okay. So and JB Garner was on Trisha Garden's show, was on Trisha Garden, the English sister, that British sister. He was on her show too. He was on her show. He was controlling his white woman. Sure was. I seen that on JB Garner. He was on Trisha Garden's show. Yeah, he talked bad about sisters. One sister, Mrs. Africa pageant, she had a fake Afro wig, and it caught on fire when the lights came out. Like Michael Jackson, he made a mockery, and it was Adolph's brothers, fake Adolf brothers and sisters, in the comment section laughing with this man. So it's not just white people, it's Adolph's people, cotton picking, I'm sorry to say it that way, mentality on their side.
Right.
So
Now,
speak to
my thing is this. I mean, I would like to like in the future, whenever I talk to anybody, I would like to interview the guy that I've been watching his stream and stuff. I'm saying like, because I'm trying to get like my first 1,000 this year. I'm saying as subscribers. So I would like to know like how this guy by the name, Asian guy by the name of Sergio Kwan, and he's actually a very neutral guy that just tells the stories of what happened in the West Coast and everything like that. So maybe one of these days, if I actually talk behind the scenes with Sergio, I might have an interview with that guy. You know, just me and him talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Is he
okay.
an Asian Latino? Is he an Asian Latino? Is he an Asian Latino?
Okay. It's all right. This is what it is. You know, like how you have Asians that were born in Latin America, but they're not really Latino. They just happen to be born in Latin America, and then they come to the United States at a young age.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So yes, yeah. So that's what this guy is, and you know, even though he has the name Sergio, he only knows English and Korean.
Yeah, I know that Armando, one of the Japanese president in Peru. Remember back in the 90s? And Ana Gabriel is part Chinese. You breaking up?
Yeah, I know. I had to mute myself because it's like where I'm at, they always like to blast loud music. So I always have to mute myself. Or I might just have to build myself like a soundproof something so whenever I do these streams.
They doing I keep telling you, bro, what they doing. Remember, I don't know if you was in the backstage when I was with Radical and I was trying to explain. Radical got offended when I said this because he probably know I'm telling the truth. Remember Lovey T? And she did a story about with Tasha K with Cardi B's enemy, Star Marie. And with Lovey T bought her information. Now, Lovey T was wrong to bring us Star Marie's personal information about her being CPS and all that, okay? Star Marie was a roommate of Cardi B. She was a stripper. And she said that what's name had herpes. They called B had herpes. Okay, so what happened is Lovey T and Star Marie, Lovey T and Tasha K got into it. I knew that because Lovey T is nothing to get along with. I try to be friends with Lovey T, me her about head on YouTube. So what happened is when Lovey T could find a video of Star Marie saying that she knew Cardi B and all this other stuff, then Tasha K had an interview with Star Marie, and that's what all the claim about her Cardi B had herpes. So Lovey T did investigation and exposed Star Marie having CPS similar to somebody else. I'm gonna say their name. CPS K. She had this and that. She had records, whatever. She had schizophrenia, something like that. So there was a live stream. I don't forget it, back to 2018. And Star Marie put witchcraft, because she did lie and say she didn't know what Santeria was on Tasha, because she knew if she hanging with Dr. Selby. Dr. Selby, Alpha Latino, he was a brujo too. He was in Santeria as well. Okay, we forget about that. He was smart and he had good medicines, but Dr. Selby was a brujo, was a witch doctor. Yes, he was. So she was one of his swerves, right? This is correct word, swerves. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. All right. And so she lied on top. I knew she was lying when she said, I don't know what that is. And that Cardi B do Santeria. Cardi B said she don't do Santeria. She told Meek magazine, she said she don't do that. She's a Catholic Christian. She don't know witchcraft. But she said back in 2017, people was putting spells on her. Okay? Just like I'm going through now. That's what Cardi B was saying on Meek magazine. Put it on. I don't forget. I saw that. So it was 2017 to 2018. Cardi B was blowing up. Star Marie interviewed Tasha K. Lovey T exposed, like kind of doxed her, and Lovey T did a live stream. The live stream got destroyed. Then her phone was acting up. I'm not lying. Her computer was. She showed video. She took the video down, but other folks got that video on their channel, and that's how. And she knew that that Star Marie does Santeria. And right after a bipolar disorder, Cardi B a blood. Starry was blue, and she's in the cemetery. And when you dance in the cemetery, you're trying to make a death wish happen. And she was moving around, and she said, Follow Santa. I saw that video, Starry. And I said, yeah, I'm an ex-witch. I didn't do all that stuff. But yeah, she's trying to get a death wish on Cardi B. And that's how the Tasha K and the Cardi B mess got it there. I don't forget that. And Lovey T is a Yoruba. She's not Igbo. She's Yoruba. So some of them, she's a Muslim Yoruba. She's not, but she know the Santeria and Paloyabe and Voodoo come from the Yoruba religion and been in religion in Africa, right? And got mixed in Catholicism, you know what I'm saying, and especially in Latin, Hispanic areas of Latin America, especially the Caribbean. Okay, also they got Mexican practice Santeria too. So point is, so she know that she said she had burned some sage. Now don't forget that Lovey T said that, because when Lovey T said she's Muslim. So when I was trying to tell Gigi when her channel was getting messed up right after she had a CPS call, that's why me and Horace and Negron got into it. I'm trying to educate Gigi because I know how my channel got taken out. Because I told you, we got people who do witchcraft in voodoo and stuff and all other stuff on YouTube. See, we had that in early YouTube, but it seemed when COVID-19 came in, they got too comfortable and their dark energy started to get exposed.
All right. So between, I have a question between you and Hebrew Lion.
What's up?
How is it that we know that the idiot one, the idiot conqueror from Washington Heights, how is it known that he dabbles in that also?
He said it. He would pretend to be me, and he said it on Blue's channel. He realized, remember I was on your channel, on your live stream, and I saw it on my phone.
Right.
Yeah, he okay. I don't want to mention somebody's name, but
all right, you don't have to. We know.
I'm trying to make
so I'm just saying. So I'm just saying that.
No.
The thing is though, prior to that, it's certain stuff that a person could say that they're doing for the Dominican people, but yet it's certain stuff that just don't.
No,
that just don't vibe with me. Like, for example, how the heck you hate a certain class of people, and then on top of it, you practicing their religion? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, Don, I'm trying to mention something.
All right.
I'm not mentioning the person's name, but when this event happened, okay, I know you to your channel. I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm trying to get to the point. When the event happened, a couple of people from the West Rapids and what's it called, an MSBC crowd was saying they do witchcraft. Okay, and yeah, okay, and so that Macho said, I'm trying to point that out. I know I'm not trying to disrespect you on your channel. I'm trying to point it out. That's why I said I didn't want to mention her name, but during that event back in January, they kept mentioning I do witchcraft on Zacchaeus. I do witchcraft on Zacchaeus. And they mentioned that the Mexican dude had mentioned that Radical, Macho, he did say Radical and Macho and Ricky and Duffia and Rich Numa want me gone. And I pretend to be somebody on Discord. I pretend to be a part white, part Mexican dude. I say FBI agent. That was me. And I got a screenshot. And Radical was in the doggone Discord. He referred to me as a knock, as a Nick Knock, and said I was not Latino. I said I was part Hispanic. Spanish Creole. If you know that the people from Canary Islands, excuse me, the Spanish people, they came to Texas. That's who made San Antonio, besides in Louisiana. Folks forget that, yes, the Canary Island Spanish people, yeah, that yeah, Macho was pretending to be me, and he changed his thing. I saw it, and he said, I do witchcraft on. So that's why I said all that spiritual stuff, so-called conspiracies, because they kept saying that. And they said on Bluish channel. But I know they in dark stuff because prior to my channel take out, I confronted Bluish as being a Satanist. And he said, that's hate speech. And then I started seeing the Vester saying I do witchcraft on black men. I curse black men with witchcraft. One of the Vesters was friend Bluish, and then he's friend with Coriander. And Coriander is a Satanist too. That's why he got mad with me when my channel was taken out. I'm a Radical's channel. And I mentioned Coriander, and dude said, why he got her name and his mom, my name out? Dude, I'm an ex-warlock. I know this is not God intended. This is satanic. When I got homeless, I knew it was some type of satanic until someone confirmed R. Kelly put that stuff on, Goon put that stuff on my porch. That's to get people off. Then I'm gonna mention someone's name. In a farm apartment you stay at, a sister told me, the assistant manager, is she still there? I know the manager gone. She from Chicago too. At the farm apartment I stayed in the hood, third ward, the sister man who's sleeping with a deacon, okay, who's a doggone a maintenance man. Yes. Okay, the sister manager from South Lawn or Sunnyside, that old fake sister, both of them two, they be cursing people's apartments to get them kicked out so they can have sex. And he's a married man, by the way. Yep. I exposed it.
Wow, that's deep. It makes a lot of sense now. Wow. I mean, if you actually look at it, certain content creators that I'm cool with have said that the Washington Heights fart bag doesn't have his head on right, but yet they call me crazy for saying that I'm a Dominican. And these guys are the worst gaslighters I've ever seen. So, what you just said, Zacharias, Makes a lot of sense. So, uh, all right. So Hebrew line, what is the origin of this fart bag? Because I keep hearing this narrative all the time. So in your research and everything like that of this guy, what do you think is his end goal? Because it looks like he has none. And then it was revealed to me that whenever this guy tried to get with the female on these YouTube streets and they rejected him, he started trying to call them Vende Patrias and you're gonna take the Dominican card and everything like that. So my things is this. He wants to actually start doing that, but in reality, he will never do that to anybody who's my skin complexion that lives in Washington Heights. And also that Harry Yeti, I forgot her name, but she don't like me for speaking my truth. So what do you think is the origin of their ignorance? That's what I want to know.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
they they doing it. They doing it evil work. They trying to make sure I'm not here telling the truth. I know what they doing.
Oh, yo.
No, most ex husband Mantra tried to hook up with trans Rican. What trans race? Oh, by the name of there is a trans racist Latinx. They hang with them. There is.
All right. So who would that be?
I forgot. I thought that dude was Mexican. I thought that the transgender was a Mexican because it's a Latina woman. It's a Latina woman. No, a Latina transgender woman that goes on there and is shocked because they say her all the homophobic. But he be saying sorry, say it like that. Say that brothers try to link up with, her, with that person, and yeah, so they be talking bad on them. Just yeah. Yeah, there is a white supremacy. Yeah, 'cause one time they dressed as a KKK down in the Dominican Republic. I remember that too. I never forget that. I saw that back in 2020, no, 2012 or 13. They had dudes dressed like the KKK in the Dominican Republic. I'm not lying.
All right, I'm back. So, you know, it's very interesting on how certain people are just getting exposed. Yo, Hebrew, I'll post the link so therefore you could come through. Mm, okay.
Okay, so what's going on?
Yo, this guy is saying a lot of stuff that we don't know. Well, I don't really want to know, but just read.
What? Who is this person that Gigi exposed?
You know, the Washington Heights Conqueror with no life.
Who?
The Washington Heights Conqueror.
Can you type in the private chat?
Oh
Cause I
yeah,
can't
of
hear you.
course. Yeah.
I know that. I knew that. I knew that. Not like that. But Rican Duffia is like the B word to my checks. I'm not lying. Cause Rican Duffia had me before me and okay, I had that put me on his live. And this is his channel, not Macho's channel. I swear. The dude act like Rick David part Dominican part he was the B word towards Macho. Like Macho was the man. This was I'm not gonna talk.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense now.
And Macho was ordering Rican Duffia out. Like that was his channel. And I challenged Macho to a debate because I said I wasn't scared of him. I said I know $8 people scared. I said you know see me as a part Hispanic, but down my family I am. I said, and I've been around Hispanics, you know, I didn't, you know, so yeah, I believe that. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna mention what's said.
All right, so
And
you
yeah, I think the whole crew is like that because why would they put the ping pongs on my channel?
another thing which was funny, it was like
They probably straight
that
men.
it was Denise, we were talking and she was saying that between Dom Ren and Queen Machix, they were actually talking about a lot of stuff towards Justin.
Wow, I'm reading what he said. That's why Ken was going after G. I did not know that. I did not know that. So that's why she's getting doxxed. I'm not gonna mention someone's name, but that's why because her beef with Macho and Chivo and him and Kim. Me and Kim made a video about biracial people. The golden spirit is not the true golden, was something not exotical and something like that, and going after Gigi I know I love Gigi, but back then I was like happy that Kim at the time. I'm explaining this to Gigi. I do apologize now, but back then I didn't because her and Blue was friends, and Blue and Kim. No, after we had all beef, that's when months later Blue and Kim started being friends. Oh, not Golden Goddess is Gigi the race transgender. I don't know who Gigi is.
All right, so Hebrew line. Would Gigi be Blood Moon? Because the reason no. This is why I'm saying this. Remember that woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or what that person who tried to paint Macho as a hero on TikTok, and she reads the cards. So would that be a correlation? Because every time that that Blood Moon always tried to disrespect me, she doesn't say anything like a regular woman. She refers to her private parts as her hoe. So if anybody knows about women and internet and everything like that, you never hear a woman refer to her thing as the hoe. You hear certain people refer it as a hoe. Now,
I
that's
don't
why
know
I
if
think
Blood Moon
that's
is.
why I think that Blood Moon is not a real person. I heard the person talk, but I don't think with the
Yep.
terminology that people using is suspect.
She's a witch. But she's saying she blood moon means a bloody moon. It's satanic. You know, right? She don't like
Right.
Christianity. Yeah, she's saying this. So when Macho said that he does witchcraft, that makes sense. And no offense, bro. No, you cool. I'm talking about the other Afro Latino who likes to fight. I do think he's one too. Yes, I do. I think he grew up Jehovah's Witness, but I think he left it alone and became part of that sect. Because a lot of these people I'm investigating on my own, they are into that. Like that's how they. I'm like I say I didn't go further in that as a kid to adulthood and teenager, but I can kind of uh not sympathize, but kind of relate in a way because the idea of being part of cult is to get your way, is to get things away. You know, if you feel that God is putting burdens, you try to go the outside way to get it. You see what I'm saying? So if they cannot get the truth, they can change truth look like a lie and lie look like truth. That's what the devil does. So yeah, I do believe that all of them do that stuff. They might disguise themselves as Catholic or a Protestant Christian. That's disguise. But I think behind they just use that disguise to get people in. But they're not truly what they are. Spiritually. I do believe that. And if you read about the when I wasn't trying to be a crazy fool on your stream when Johnny Appleseed was there, I read books about this, not like the sentence. I'm talking about the games, like some games, right? So I was reading about it's on my Audible. What's that Latin yeah,
Yo,
Lolita. Yeah, Lolita's one. That's Lolita. But I know Lolita. Yeah.
talking about that, Lolita, I think was on Radical Stream or something like that, and it was Lolita and Blood Moon at the same time.
I can't.
So it was Lolita and Blood Moon at the same time. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I believe that Gigi, not Go to Guys, but not Gigi, and Lolita and Blood were the same person. I do believe that. I do believe that Lolita has a big mouth. I can't stand her. Now the Black Hand, that's about the mess, the like MA. When me and Johnny Appleseed was going at it, no, in that book because I had on my Audible. I was on chapter something. Okay. The what's the dude name from the Enriquez? Yeah, boxer Enriquez. Okay, he was a mob killer. Okay, he said that there were people in the crew doing the Aztec gods, like doing spiritual. So that's how they get their murders. A lot of folks not know. You know about this, but a lot of folks need to be educated. A lot of gang members do dabble into witchcraft, not just the Latino ones in the Caribbean and the Africans. I'm talking about ADOS too, okay, in white, okay. So that's how So a lot of folks not know that. So so a lot of these people, Blair White can pass. Okay. As a trans woman, okay. I did not know that Lita was trans. I thought that was a real Latino woman with a nasty, like a Nora Martinez type one, a Dominican version of it. But no. So a lot of these racist people in gangs, they know they cannot go to God with this. Okay. And if they're Catholic, they cannot ask the saints to pray to God to do this. So they go to the demons that's fake, that's pretending to be God. And that's, African spirituality, paganism, the indigenous, whatever they can get a dark, open world to dark world. And that's how they're getting an Asian, like some of the stuff, like some of the Hindu, no offense to any Hindu people, but some of that stuff is to another god. You know what I'm saying? It's demonic, but there are some true paths. Like if you do like we call it meditations, but I don't meditation to the Hindu gods. I meditation with God. Okay, so I do meditation to change mindset, change reality, transfer. So that's because the Bible will say, renew your mind. That's how I was able to get out of homelessness. Okay, so anyway, I changed my mindset. So I said I will get it. So that's what. But Blue does that. The other stuff too, like they say that yoga is satanic. Yeah, because in the Hindu gods, they're doing poses to that god. They're not doing poses as people. They try to sacralize it, but yoga actually comes from it was a Hindu goddesses, and they're doing poses to that god. Satanic. So so a lot of people don't realize that. Okay, so he's in that world. So these pagan religions, when they cannot go to the real God to get what they want, they go to the pagan, religion to get the dark world, the demons, to get what they want. And that's why all this stuff is going on. And I was trying to tell Golden Guys, before, no offense to Mr. Negron, now we're dealing with this mess now because a bunch of these people do believe in that. And I was spiritual attacked from being homeless and my child. And now I know that's not God doing that. That's a satanic attack. And when it was, not to mention the person, I ain't gonna mention who that person's name is, but doing events, people come out saying, I do witchcraft on Zacarias. That's when I know. I said, this is not godly. I know it's not godly. I know it's not God doing it, especially when people being rude and stuff. That's not the Lord. So in Blood Moon, she's into that. The word blood moon, red.
This is very interesting.
They do have a spiritual satanic imagery or some type of message. When I was on fire shot, I caught her. I said, I knew she into that dark world. And she trash talk Catholics and Protestants. Like she don't like. And so, and no offense to bring your friend Radical, when he said that, that's how I could accuse him being a witch. Him and what's name, Denise, because they started bashing God, just like Cindy, like when me and Lashe was talking about this. When Cindy G started bashing God, and I'm shocked that Phil Scott of our show did not catch that. Just before she started doing the vesting mess. This is when she's still doing the pro-black or the anti-white, black nationalist to Thomas City G before she switched over to the Vest. Okay, so she started bashing Christianity, like saying like just going at it at Christianity, like not I says bad things and like bad people who twist Christianity, keyword twist, but no, she went like extreme. Then we found like with Lashee View exposed, she like Tony TKO, they do tarot card reading. And then speaking of Bluish friend, Coriander, she did a video bashing Tony TKO, wanted to tell, why are you copping off of me? You know what I'm saying? So when I start seeing these people doing witchcraft, tarot card, this is some spiritual stuff. And like I said, I believe Kim 13 is one of those warlocks. He don't like to talk about religion. In no offense, I don't like to talk about religion because people debate about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna change my beliefs for nobody, but he's one of those folks that try to ignore the spiritual rhythm to things. And when I started seeing it as suspect, who else I'm gonna mention? Anna, I know she's a witch too. When they start, I said you can be atheist and hate Christianity, but when they go too deep with it and you start in that dark world, they doing some witchcraft. And I know that. And so I do, like I don't know everything. I try to know everything, but I try to be smart as possible. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know that it's witchcraft going on and occult practice and Satanism amongst us. That's why I chant. That's why your live stream keeps getting messed up. See, before that, the live stream was smooth. Right when me and Denise got into it, when I told her about this, me and Denise got into Radical's channel, I knew I started getting attacks on my live streams. You know, not my stream, but live streams I get on. Like I couldn't get on live streams with people. I have problems with my phone and problems with the service. Then my internet started acting up. They wasn't acting up until me and Denise got into it, and she's in Bohemia too. So I, like I say, they forget that I use of dabble and stuff. So I can tell when it's not godly and what is. You know what I'm saying? By the say the Bible. So what else I was gonna say? It's a lot of it's a lot of people on here. Tarina Sheep, I'm mixing too. He admit he does voodoo. Remember that? Don.
To answer Hebrew, that sounds like a woman. But then again, they do those hormonal tricks. So
That's true.
I don't know. So I see the channel which they're talking about because that's why I had to mute and everything like that to look
Okay.
at the info. So damn. I mean, like, yo, Hebrew Lion, you just got to come up on this panel one of these days because you got a lot of knowledge to stuff that I don't know, and Oxland too. There was a Dominican brother from Philadelphia that I had on my channel once, and he actually exposed why he didn't like Macho. And my bro Lucas, that he actually lives up in Minneapolis, who's Afro Mexican. He told me about this guy Macho as well. So therefore, he was like he was not down with that. So therefore, if you really look at it, there's a lot of people on TikTok who is against Macho.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I like TikTok. That crowd is more different than YouTube. YouTube is toxic. It wasn't toxic back then.
I mean, I guess I just learned that it was toxic. But the thing is, though, what I actually went out to, when I went up and I contacted Fighter, the only reason I contacted Fighter was like, yo, this is my town. This is where my parents are from. So that's how me and him got talking. And then when I said I'm a Dominican, no, that's when the plethora of hate has come. I'm like, damn.
But I don't trust Fighter. I'm letting you know he did a lot of people dirty. And be careful, dude. That's why I came at China that day back when I cussed Anna out. You know, you and I had got a situation with Radical's video, and I came on it. We had issues to defend you because I knew the year 2 years ago he did that to Creyente, and Creyente is Afro Latino because Creyente came on my channel before it got taken down and told me that had immigration call on him. So if he's not like, I mean, don't get wrong, immigration not only meant to Latinos, but it's he can be non-Hispanic as well. But the dude is from Colombia, and he said he's gonna try to delete. I mean, this was his words. He's gonna beat up Fighter, and he's gonna find OJ Rancho in California and delete him. So did. I don't forget that. Me and Radical was talking about that. Yep.
All right. So therefore, this one thing I gotta say,
mm-hmm.
and it's like with me and everything like that. Me and Don Jose, we were talking, right? So I rarely go to Fighter's channel. So when I went to Fighter's channel, Blood Moon went up and tried to make a lie, which I called her out on. That she would say, "Oh yeah, you were talking about, they were talking about you." I went up and I told Blood Moon. I was like, first of all, yeah, we mentioned Fighter, but yeah, you went up and did not get your comments right. So therefore, when I schooled her in that, Blood Moon is so stupid. She went up and she tried to say, "I know an Egyptian when they see one. You be eating hummus and everything like that," and try to call my wife an Egyptian. I'm like, what? Dude, I'm like, Blood Moon, do you even exist? I mean, you're the one that proudly tells people that you don't shave. So why would a man want to date a furball like you? Theoretically speaking.
I told you that's in witchcraft. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that you told me. It's just it's just flabbergasting to me.
No, but in the covenant, Lord have mercy, Armando, remember my white Mexican homegirl?
Yes, I remember you told me the story.
Okay. Yeah, in they covenant, they don't. In they covenant, Lord, you gotta understand. Okay, certain covens do not shower until it's a full moon. Okay. Okay. Now I see why some of these women on YouTube and TikTok talking about some of these sisters. I said some. They said all sisters talking about don't use soap and shower. Yeah, because they get involved in witchcraft. Because my white Mexican homegirl in Job Code, they had to force her to take shower because it's required for us to have daily baths. She didn't want to. She one time smelled, and I never forget when she had her graduation. She was smelling she smelled before graduation. I hugged her and I know she was smelling like armpits. I'm not lying. Because in there, like one of the gay brothers that went to her school, America's High School in El Paso, when he was a job when he became grown, he told me, he said, yeah, she because they don't believe in shower until it's a full moon. That's why. Okay, so Blood Moon don't shave, yeah, because her covenant is telling her not to shave. I don't know. I gotta do research on that, but yeah, like they have hairy legs and all that other stuff. Yeah, they don't shave. Yeah, they have a lot of rituals in their cult. So I'm just letting you know, man, that she doing what she doing. I'm telling you. That woman, when she come on Fighter, because Fighter's channel is toxic. It's like demonic. It's like a pit of hell. This what and I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying to talk SHIT about Fighter, but this is I'm looking at. It looks like that the dude wants a beef to happen on YouTube so it can be a sacrifice on the street. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's similar to Ramona Scott's Loving Hip Hop, start some drama, and they always say that Ramona Scott not the bash Haitians. They say that she's Haitian. They said that that she does witchcraft voodoo behind closed doors so her people on her show can fight. That's why I see with Fighter, because it is a fight show. It's like arguing and fighting and it's like they want people to cause a beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like someone behind closed door is doing some seance to cause a beef to happen. Because that's
All
that's
right,
the
so
right.
all right, so my thing is this. There's another joker that I can't stand on fighters or on radicals thing. The one who calls himself Danny. I mean, I seen a picture of him. He looked like a fat piece of crap. But what is his get up? Because he sounds stupid as hell sometimes.
Who's that person?
Danny five, whatever the heck it is. He's
Oh,
supposed to be for
yeah, I know
Brooklyn.
you're talking about. Yeah, Danny, I got into it last year. Remember me and Jose got into it on Gorge's channel, and Denise was getting
Right.
into it about the Native American and Latino and Blood Moon said, why did black man on here? He not Latino. Remember? Okay, so when I talk about Elizabeth Warren, and you know he's very Republican. Daniel is very Republican, so he got mad and said, "You've been talking all this time." And I was fixing eggs while they was talking. And yeah, I just chose to eat some eggs that night. I'm from, I guess, in the South. We do that sometimes. We fix breakfast in nighttime. I don't know if all people do that, but in the South, you can find somebody that makes some pancakes, some eggs, and some bacon at nighttime. That's a Southern, okay? So anyway, I'm fixing eggs, some not scrambled eggs, sunny-side eggs. And remember they said, what? He said, eat your eggs. Remember we got Daniel. Danny is I think Dominican, Puerto Rican. He had one of those Latinos who were Republican. The string, because like I said, when Radical became Trump supporter, announced he was a Trump supporter now, that's when all this and Denise introduced that to him. Remember, she said she was a Latina for Trump. So yeah, I don't know. I don't. Danny, I have not done research on him. I know about the other Daniel Rodriguez. Yeah, that's the one who stalks me. The one that didn't finish school in sixth grade. He about 50 years old. He was on Bias channel. He has Negro features. Like he lighter than you and I. He's Dominican Puerto Rican and he has Negro features. And he every time I come on a channel, the dude try to find out who I am. Like the dude stock, like I say, the dude stalked me just like the white Mexican, the white one Mexican white dude, John Horst. Remember about that dude? That was on Kim 13 channel when he died of cancer. That's how he is. And when I was trying to argue with Kim 1, 2, 3, now I wasn't trying to be xenophobic, but it's the truth. Kim might be born here, but his family not from here. No offense, I know you're immigrant family as well. You're born here in the United States, but him bringing that racial stuff, and as we fall against that, and he talking about Americans, but he in the United States. Why? And my question is, why is he here? Yeah. Now that one, that's Daniel Rodriguez I'm talking about, but that one is from Houston. I don't want to mention that dude's name. The other Daniel, he from Houston. I know who he talking about. He was on. I had to watch my back with him. I think I contacted FBI on him too. He was there when my channel got taken down. Him and Carlos N was in the comment section when Chivo and Guillermo Vasquez came on there, and somebody else named Extina Mexican boyfriend came and put the ping on there. Daniel, but this is from Southside. Hold on, let me type in private chat. You saw what I said, Don? Don't say it out loud. Please don't say it out loud. Keep it to yourself. No. He didn't have a boy. Okay. Xtina didn't have a boyfriend. That was the title of the person's name. No, the third person had a new picture of like peeing out. His name was Xtina, Mexican boyfriend. They were undisguised. Now I was trying to find out who was that other person. I thought it was not Kim. I did thought that was Radical one period of time. Then I thought that was Adonis. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I know. He was in the comment section. He was in the comment section. He lives in Houston. And I gotta watch my back with him. I do. I know about him. And I do watch my back around him because he's from Houston. That dude's from Houston, Texas. He was on Zydeco's United's channel and someone pretended to be me. Yeah, Adonis. Okay, hold up. Let me. Oh, African. Okay. I don't follow her. I know who you're talking about. I know her name. I know. I was reading what his name was saying. I don't know. I don't follow that woman. I know you're talking about the African Dominican woman. Yeah, I don't follow her. I see what she say. She don't like Adolf's people. I could tell because she said the Caribbean Festival that the Caribbean was all having fun till the Adolf's, the hood ghetto folks, not like uppity middle class. She said, I know she's talking about the hood ghetto, hood red thug. Adolf's people came to the Caribbean Festival and acted fool. I'm gonna say this though. How did that hood ghetto person from the Adolf's community came there? Because somebody, Caribbean community, whether Latino or not, that's Caribbean, brought they behind there. They were also ghetto hood too. And they brought that ghetto, the Adolf's ghetto hood, Red, Shaquita, and Pookie Ray Ray up in that doggone festival. That's how it happened. All you gotta take is the immigrant folks that of color who live in the hood, who assimilate in the Adolf's ghetto hood folks. I don't pay attention to her. But I remember she was telling Radical Latino or Fighter 1 or 2 that some hood at the Caribbean Festival and was in Washington D.C. somewhere. They said it was all cool collective until the Black American Adolf people came in, FBA people came in there. She said, and they started acting a fool and they had to close the. No, she ain't talking about the uppity people or middle class where I come from. She talking about them ghetto Shaquita, hood red and thug N-I-G-G, the N-word. Yeah, she talking about them folk. And I'll debate with her. Somebody in the Caribbean, either they're Hispanic or non-Hispanic Caribbean, brought they from the hood, they ghetto trash too, brought them folks in there. Okay, that's how it happens. Cause I'm Adolf. I wouldn't bring the ghetto trash to no uppity place, although no, cause I know they're gonna act. You have the hood ghetto trash friend, and you know they're gonna mess up. And you're like, nah, I'm going somewhere. You don't want to mention where they're going because you tell where they are going, they're gonna start asking why you invite me. Yeah, you keep it secret. Yeah, I know how to do that trick. And it's not just about them being Adolf. I know a dude that's a Latino. And he look older than me. I'm a couple days older than him. We both are. But he a Virgo. I'm a Leo. 79, right? And we went to school together last year. Not last year. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. 2013. So birthdays were around apart. His birthday, out Virgo, August, and mine's it what's it called it? Yeah. How I want to say this to Armando. If you have contact with Armando on out stage, I want.
Okay, who the heck is
Hold on.
Adonis?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you out, brother. Use your channel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. Keep that secret.
Got you.
Yeah. They are. They don't. The jealousy is because you got somebody. They don't. They're past. I mean, I can relate because I'm 43. I wish I was married. If my family didn't mess my life up and I had everything stashed away how I wanted when I was trying to plan at 18, 19 years old, I'd be married right now. But I mean, imagine. I mean, the people that's jealous of you, they don't have a partner. You know what I'm saying? They in their 40s, they don't have kids, they're not married. Yeah. No, I can't. I know I need to get the dinero first. That's why I didn't want to leave Texas. I don't want to raise a family in Texas, and I don't like the politics in Texas because the reason why I don't work is not no laziness. I want to work for you already know I work for myself. It's because a lot of these companies are ran by those white racist Republican millionaires. So that's why they defend the state has a problem at will law. So the problem with law, they allow toxic environment like bosses talking to you crazy. The same taxes from slavery is a bipolar. I'm my voice. I don't have that mess no more. I'm not gonna have that no more. Yeah, so that's why I have not. I've been trying to get out of Texas, but you have cotton picking. I'm sorry to say it like that, folks. Who are in our community who think that it's okay to treat because they have a self hate and they have slave mentality. They try to put their decisions over my decisions. That's why I'm not a collective person. Because a lot of ADOS people, I can't say a lot, but from the South, I know they have a collective mindset. I don't have one. I have an individualist mindset. I can care less about family that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to have the repercussions of losing a contact with a family when they're in the wrong. They don't want to have the repercussions. They don't want to have the accountability. So I always had a plan to leave Texas and never come back. Unless I have money come back.
All right, so who is Thomas again? Because they're shouting out all these names. I'm like, okay.
Who?
Well, Marquise 91912 says Thomas is Dominican Renaissance fart bag buddy.
Who is Thomas? Now I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is Thomas? Because
is that somebody we know? Uh-oh.
yeah, I'm like
Remember,
that's interesting.
is Thomas the dude, Dominican dude that lived in Arizona but live in New York and wants to take his wives? because you got no, you know that the queen used to live in Arizona. I'm not talking about somebody that I can't talk about. I'm talking about a Dominican person, the one that's your arch enemy. You know, right?
So now it
Yeah.
makes sense. Now it makes sense
You saw him. You saw
because
his.
the half white and half Dominican guy.
Oh, hold on, Carlos Thomas. Oh, I know you're talking about the one you kicked out. Remember when the Mexican moderator was here? One from Ohio kicked him off. Carlos
All
Thomas
all
Gonzalez.
right.
I thought he was Argentine.
Mm.
His two sisters, Jennifer and Jessica, they be saying racist stuff. Yeah, they friend with Bluish Gelato.
Well, I know that there was a guy who called himself Dago Argentino or something like that.
Yeah,
And then there was cultural who was like Dominican and Puerto Rican, I guess.
I
But I never knew who was Thomas.
I thought Thomas was Macho, but Macho did live in Arizona. Yeah,
That
right.
makes sense. That makes sense. Because his jargon is not like regular New Yorker Dominicans. I could tell you that.
Phoenix something. It's a Dominican guy named Phoenix something. He lives in Phoenix too. He's Macho's friend. I know the whole rest of the crew. When I got into beef with Bluish Lotto, the people, the Latino folks that he hung with, Mexican and Dominican, all that. Rick in Delphia is a part Asian. Because he got my video and started mocking. They had really making fun of me singing in Spanish. He part Asian Dominican. Phoenix Legacy. Phoenix Legacy is Dominican. He's friends with Macho. Macho lived in Phoenix, Arizona. He's from New York, but he lived in New York in Phoenix too. Same as Lex. Lex lived in Arizona too.
Wait a minute.
Arcady
You
girl,
talking? I
the
actually
one I
thought that
can't
she lived in
stand.
Jersey.
That's on fire. She's a real estater. Remember, she always show hardly no clothes on her 40s. Hop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she lives in Arizona too. I see a connection. I'm not going to mention anything else. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to
Back chat.
like
Just
Mariah
hit me on
Carey.
the back chat
Don't know.
with
She
the
don't know
connection.
players. It's a setup. It's a setup. But Thomas lives in West University. When I was West Virginia, Kentucky, or Tennessee, because I researched who Thomas was. Yeah, Thomas Gonzalez. I know you're talking about his sister Jennifer Gonzalez and Jessica. Them two heifers will talk mess.
Oh, okay. I heard that Dominicans are moving to LA too, and Texas.
Yeah, she's a real estater. So yeah, the Dominican, yeah, the Phoenix legacy, and Macho lived in Phoenix for a while, and he moved back to New York. I remember him telling that. So I see a connection with. I'm not saying somebody, but before somebody connecting, I don't want nobody to get in legal trouble. Law enforcement. I said somebody. Um, Looking at the comment sections, I'm listening to their live stream. When they kicked me, when Rick and David kicked me off, and Macho made him kick me off of the stream, and that's when Guillermo, the Colombian, said, "Get the F out. I don't care your grandfather or Spanish or whatever." I never forget that too. That's one who put the poem on my channel. They started talking about Phoenix, and I saw Phoenix Legacy. I like what they got to do with Arizona. I know there's a lot of Mexicans down there, but Dominicans are there. And I remember when I was on Mi Gente, is a Puerto Rican that did that too. That was cool. He not on this thing. Rican dude, there was a supervisor that's from New York. He moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Me and him we were cool. We used to go at those racist Mexican folks on Mi Gente. Remember I told you about that? Remember my dog saying about that?
Yeah, I
The
remember
racist
that.
Mexican anti-black, anti Latino Caribbeans too, because the African roots. Yeah, it was so me and the Puerto Rican guy, and we're going at those racist Mexican folks on Mi Gente, especially white, when the white looking one in Texas and the one that was in California, and so they had started making cyberbullying, like trying to dox his information on Mi Gente, like they changed his profile, saying that he was a Santeria, you know what I'm saying, and got his profile. He purported to Mi Gente. They took his picture. Oh yeah, that's how it was crazy. And pretend to be him on Mi Gente. I never get those days doing that. But yeah, he lived in Phoenix too. And he was saying he was cool with Mexicans down there in Phoenix. But like I said, Arizona, it has a lot of racism. Cause remember, what's that Mexican dude name? That was he from Tucson. Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Tucson. That's south of Phoenix. I remember Miles. It was 20 years ago. Me and Miles went back and forth. On Me Gente. Yeah, I was like, every time them having black blood, Mexican, I was going in on Miles Morales. I don't forget. I know who. Yeah, he lives in Tucson. And when he showed his picture, that he was yeah, it's racist people. They are. They're trying to stop the black and brown. Yeah, that's why I say about Trina She and Cholo or Marco. You don't think they paid to act a fool? You don't
Yeah.
think they was sell to have Acaramba? Come on, it's all conspiracy. And I think there was a death wish on Tiger because his country not running out. Remember that Arab dude that owns Empire? He be saying them. They say I do believe it's true. They be saying that them artists get killed like a sacrifice. Yeah, I believe Acaramba Bill was a sacrifice bill to get Latinos to do the crime against Tiger because he probably owe Ghazi money because they said when you owe you have insurance policy and you owe money, that's when they're trying to get rid of you. Yeah, yeah, that's a setup. That's why I said about Radical and Phil Scott. I believe they were paid by Trump. Now, this is my opinion. Why did and like I said, I criticize Phil too. Like, how you gonna talk about love black and brown unity, but you married to a Latino woman? I'm not bashing him married to a Latino woman, but that's stupid to be saying it's the black and brown unity, but your kids from her are part Mexican. Talking about Phil Scott. Like, come on. People use critical, I'm very critical thinker. So, but they letting Cynthia G and she on Fox News. Fox News don't like abortion, remember? Yeah, no. He's from Ohio. That's the one who's stalking me. Don Santiago Daniel Santiago. That's the one who stalks me on Fire. Yeah, that's the one who didn't finish the 6th grade. He about 50 years old. He drive trucks. I know who that dude is. I know him. He lives in Ohio, just like where Bruce live at. Cause we remember doing Thanksgiving on Fire's channel. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
he's from Florida, but I think he lives in Ohio. But I know the 2 Hispanic dudes that were saying do witchcraft, they do live in Florida. On somebody such and such. I can say because I'm keeping mouth shut about that person. But they were saying do witchcraft. I did research on those 2 guys. One who's Salvadorian Mexican said they do witchcraft. They live in Florida. See, I researched who they are. I can say their names. One is Salvadorian, his friend Luis Lado, one is Mexican. The one that got mad at me saying domestic Hispanic on Fire's channels complaint. They live in Florida. I know that. Next time, just they change their names on TikTok. And they email names, because that's how I know they're from Florida. I researched their emails and I mentioned on TikTok. I know what they look like. So like they born 1980 something. Yeah. They look older than me though. Married, I think one of married with kids. They live in Florida, but Daniel lives in Ohio. He has grandchildren. And he mentioned he didn't finish school. And the reason why I brought that up is because when I mentioned I'm multiracial, I'm not talking from a public opinion definition. I'm talking from the dictionary. Dictionary say 2 races or more in the ancestry make you multiracial. If you didn't finish 6th grade and you're in your 50s, that says a lot. And I'm not making fun of him, because I got folks in my family who, that's why me and my mom didn't get along. My mother, I don't know about that. My mother didn't finish school. She's deceased now. I can tell you like this. She didn't finish school. My dad finished school. Okay. I finished high school. I have a certificate with Job Corps, and I have some college. And I was in college recently last year. So I was more educated than my mom. And it's some ignorance involved, but I got some education to bump. And it's like intimidating for your child to be more educated. Rodriguez, he's older than me. He was what in middle school when I was in middle school, because he about to be 50 something, right? Okay. So if you didn't finish the 6th grade, you're gonna go by what you're told. Okay? You're gonna go by what you're told based on your you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna go by what's in the books and and that's why I'm getting attacked, because people, of course you have an educated person involved in this mess, but they cater to those who are ignorant. Okay, but in this case, this dude did not finish school, even though I finished college, high school and got college experience and still trying to get my education. And I went to Job Corps. I'm more educated. I was reading college books about multiracialism, okay, in high school. It was not teaching that in my school. That's why I can debate and debunk a lot of people's arguments. And they don't like me on YouTube because I be ignorant, but I be educational at the same time. And so if I'm talking from the truth based on scholar source, and he's talking about people's public opinion. People's public opinion is not factual. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of crowd I'm getting attacked, because they want to go by their public ignorant opinion instead of what's on the books. Because when I argue with something, I bring up facts, I bring up penal codes, I bring up stuff that you research. And I learned that as a kid, when you have an argument, you must mention penal code, mention reference, citations. Learning, I was in school last year. They say always support your
Right.
yeah. So that's what I'm just saying, that's why he follows me, because he go about what he was told what mix is based on look. But on Dictionary Scholar Source, it does not say that. And DNA testing is not real. It's on entertainment value when it comes to race. It's real when it comes to relatives. You see what I'm saying? So if someone is a bunch of people who choose to be ignorant and go by what's the public opinion instead of going along what's in the books and facts. Because if I was in the wrong, they're not late, they be not be lazy to go to a scholar source. So when I prove them wrong using scholar source, it intimidates them. So when he mentioned that he didn't finish high school, he was barely in junior high when he dropped out, that says a lot. Because when I meet these people online, is high school, they only have a diploma, they didn't go to college, they didn't reach college source when he was in college. I mean, when he was in high school, excuse me, they didn't. Guy I told you about was trying to kill me out on the street back in 2020. He 2 years older than me, more than 7. Racing more, he still hold on to his ignorance, trying to attack me with it. You know what I'm saying? At first, person, but when people start coming in, and he's one of those folks that go along with what ignorant people say instead of discerning. And so he said, "You're not me." And I said, "Dude, you're 2 years older than I am. I know you got a white father and an African mother, but from Federal Islands. But do you see what dictionary say? Can you read? It says descendant of moral race, interest of war. So if the dictionary and Wikipedia say that, why are you arguing? The people because in a lot of people in Texas, like there are people college educated ones here in Houston, but a lot of common people just go finish high school and get GED. That's the only, I kid you not. A lot of people are just college, not some college like myself, but also they're high school diploma or they are GED graduates. And so they don't go anything further. They was taught, and they go by the school, and Texas education school is not education when it comes to history. You see whether the racist white dude was saying that he be white people better. Yeah, that's what teaching us. Yeah, a lot of them are middle school age, and yeah, there are because a lot, yeah, that and a lot of those people in MSBC, they drop out of school to work. But they have poor families, they will drop out of high school and to work. So they only get educated, their reference off of media and with hearsay. They're not going to a scholar source and reading books to find out if I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying? Because if I was in the wrong, they would be already, yeah, lie to them, yeah. And that's why in middle school and 20 something years old, they're not knowing that I contact the FBI on them prior to events in January. No name mentioned. I also put, and I'm gonna say radical him too. Yes, I did. I got that Discord. I got the address, screenshot it. I also put people's channels involved. So what's rep it? Yes, I did come to FBI. Put them in radical and Rich Numa. Yes, I did. All involved in it the report. So not only somebody else, not name mentioned report, I also did a FBI report on them too. So the feds are watching them. Yeah. Because and they should not allow they do a lot of hate speech. I saw that stuff, and me why I would not go on their channel is not that I'm scared of them. There's some witchcraft involved. Have them folks do that dark energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and especially Rich Newman, and I'm gonna say this, and Radical does too. That's why they was bothered when my channel got taken down. And Andrew, I do he reads witchcraft too. They're talking about the Afro Latino dude who's Jamaican, talking about him. And Denise, I heard in their voice how they like me mixing coriander and bluish doing witchcraft. So y'all, like I say, that Jesus. I never thought on YouTube we talking about this, but yep, a lot of these people are behind closed doors doing them witchcraft, and I'm glad that sister came out and said about that cult she belonged into, that they have brothers' pictures and they be doing asking the demons to do witchcraft on, sending him to hell. Yeah, talking about against brothers, and have them when like the Vessels channel, she's a witch. The brother lynching while the sister on the thing, she a witch. I didn't put Andrew on there. I didn't put Evil Dork on there. Our main concern was the people that was involved in the events that happened in January was not the person mentioned. But when I went on Discord as FBI agent, pretending to be a part white, part Mexican dude, saying that I'm Zachariah's friend. Yeah, I go ahead and admit that was me. And Radical said I'm a nah. Yeah, that was Radical saying that. Yeah, I got Rich Numa, Radical, West Rapid, which is AKA MSBC. The Carlos M, the one that was in the comment section on my channel. I got all their channels and the channels along with the Twitter accounts in the FBI report. I'd include Evil Dork because Evil Dork or Andrew was not in my mind. But yeah, Evil Dork, I already did a podcast cussing him and calling him the N-word since Mexican do have black blood. I'm sorry, I did. He's one of the Tejanos that's used to the plantation ones who intimidated by those type of Mexican American folks. I'm not one of those people. Okay, I'm one of those ADOS people who do have experience from Louisiana, and I'm not intimidated by those Tejanos. Remember, he descended of those who helped Sam Houston take Texas away from Mexico for slavery. That's why you have racists like that. That's before. That's why you have black and brown racism problems, because they put Mexicans as white here in Texas doing public Texas before LULAC, okay? And it was slave owners, the Tejanos owners, not the Mexicans from Mexico. The Tejanos. That's why Mexicans from Mexico called Tejanos because of that. Yeah, but yeah, Evil Dork, I didn't put. No, I cussed out on my Dallas. They say he's in Houston now, but he lives in Dallas. And Dallas, I'm not shocked because that is a racist part of Texas. That's where Kenny got killed. The Klan is involved in the area. So, yeah. Then that Mexican lady was messing with the one who they thought she was a white woman that was going after those Indian women in the parking lot and threatened to kill them, and she got arrested and she was drunk. Yeah, that's the type of Tejanos that 910 Evil Dork. I don't say all Tejanos, but I when we shot the Evil Dork and the Mexican American lady that was cussing those Indians out, I would be sure they're all related. I didn't include at the time because remember, I was just concerned about the people that's mentioned, but if anything occurs, I will include them. In Dominican run, don't get me started with Dominican Renaissance. I can't stand it. Yeah, Dominican Renaissance. I can care less about Dominican Renaissance and Macho and Blood Moon. If anything occurs, I will include them in the FBI report. But now, prior to events back in January, hold on, I got a bone pick with you because you was talking mess too in the event. You Hebrew line, you was. You and cynical. I reported her too. This is cynical. Doxing people's information. If psychopath got his channel taken, his video taken down, that's why. I can't mention somebody, but they need to keep my name out their mouth. And cynical with somebody. And yes, I told you too about it. And psychopath's video on Thursday got taken down. I was at mass and I saw that. I came back from Walmart and I saw that. I said, oh, okay. Let me do another report. And they took Psychopath this video down because they doxing stuff about me. And Cynical, yeah, but you and Cynical was talking mess about me, talking about I had self-hate. I don't have no self-hate, brother. I don't go by that Dr. Sanders. So that's what it is. But yeah. But Cynical, yeah, I got her. I report her to you too as well. If she wants to get involved in drama, I'm not gonna go back and forth like some other people, but I will go ahead and put her information to the YouTube and to FBI and law enforcement if she wants to go there. I hope she hears that. Keep my name out of your mouth, Cynical One, and Diana Jackson. You too. I'm gonna get you as well. I had a problem with her. I thought she was cool when she made a video last year. Now she missing. Okay, I'm not gonna go along with your interpretation of the Bible. Okay, I'm not here to discuss that. You need to respect people's religion. Like you got mad about me mentioning about Martin King mother getting killed by Hebrew Israelite. Okay, they offend you. Okay, brother man, respect me. I respect you. Okay, I'm not with the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, I'm not with that belief system. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I know about things about y'all about y'all beliefs too, including law enforcement. Some of y'all law enforcement. I ain't gonna say who told me that. Some of y'all secret cops. Actually, y'all try to get me in trouble. Not you. A bright skinned dude who's Hebrew Israelite at FedEx. I was homeless. They had no problem. They had kicked out this bright skinned dude many times. He was dusty too. He was one Hebrew at the one on Chin Rock in West Town. I don't forget this. And I told his behind off. I used the Bible, and then later on I cussed. I didn't want to use it again because I didn't want to be blasphemous, right? And so the brother that worked at nighttime on like Boris Watkins, because you cool. Well, he left. I told his behind, told the light skin. Was it weeks later they tried to ban me from FedEx, and a friend of mine, gonna mention their name, it's in the UC part. Y'all go back and tell the feds or to a police officer. I know that, bro. But yeah, I already know what's going on. And I asked you, Hebrew, are you a cop? No, he quiet. Okay. See, I know about that. I ain't gonna mention who told me. That why we argue about who paid by the Klan. Well, the person their name, they told me that the Klan work with y'all. You not a cop. You know people in your brotherhood are. Because there's a video out there in Georgia, a bunch of them. Those are police officers undercovers. I know that. And what they do, if a brother in Hebrew is like they be spying on. Yeah, I know that secret, brother. I'm spending a whole lot of tea this Friday. Okay, you cool. I hope you tell the truth. But I know someone in your brotherhood don't do anything illegal or accused of it. Because some of them folks in your crew will set you up. Yeah, that's how. So I was telling my friend online. Okay, I was telling my friend online about this. They say, yeah, 9-10, that bright skinned dude that was a Hebrew Israelite at FedEx back in 2019 when I was homeless was an informant for the police department. And they spy on people. That's why Martin King mama got killed. BSI ain't no Hebrew Israelite. You know that. Because they're Africans and what's the other folks? Africans and Caribbean people. He called them tethers. You know BSI, you know, stop saying that. I know that. He love white people. He loves some white women. We know that dark skin brother, dark skin. The white women down in Maryland. Come on. Got a daughter by a white woman too. He ain't a hood brother. He from the suburb. So he want a suburban, uppity brothers. Had 2-parent household, one dark skinned daddy and light high yellow bright mama. Yeah. So we know Beyonce. We know Beyonce is it's not Hebrew. It's like white people. We know. Yeah. Stop. Come on. Come on. Come on, brother. He love him some white women. I know he do. Beyonce. Yeah, he love him some white women down there in Maryland. Small town Maryland. But yeah, I know about that. Hebrew is like the not saying you do, but yeah, some of them are informers of the police officers, and when the ones that there's a video about them in Georgia or Atlanta, somewhere in Georgia, they marching, all them brothers. One person told those are cops undercover. Yep. Just like we have Black Lives Matter, the violent crime, the violent riot. You see a bunch of brothers and sisters in regular clothes. Half of them are cops. Here in Houston, yeah, a sister told me that we had they had Black Lives Matter protests. Yeah, Akron sending fake brothers and sisters cop picking in HPD or Harris County, whatever. They were dressed in red clothes and they start acting a fool. Then they get the ghetto hood rat thug, the joint in and get them arrested. Yeah, I know that trick. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know. Just like they had white folks that was protesting, but it was out there to riot and cause, you know what I'm saying, doing George Floyd. Well, same thing. We got people acting innocent who are part of the police department who work for the system. They wear regular clothes. They start acting a fool. The police officer is them. Then they get the hood boogie and the hood rat thug. They join in. I was way out of the Southwest Side show at the Mission Bend when all that marching was going on. I didn't want to go near downtown. Me and Bush, I was talking about. They said all bus do the whole George Floyd. I never forget that too. They would tell our bus driver, be careful going because they said that Saturday night. Well, I was at Mission Bend. Yeah, I showed out and I went to another location where it's safe. I don't forget that time. The whole protest of George Floyd, I don't forget that. And I couldn't protest because I had all my stuff with me. I didn't want my stuff to get missing during the protest. And someone put it in a car or something. So I wanted to protest too, but like, nah. And I was in the hotel. One of my white friends gave me a hotel in the North Side. So I stayed in the hotel for a whole week. And I saw that sex tape by George Floyd. Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you this. That girl, that Nigerian girl, I believe she was one of my spies. That was in the George Floyd tape, the sex tape. Because I want to see any connection with, not for the entertainment, to see any connection with the murder. And he asked that girl, and it's weird to tell my people don't look mixed. Sister, by my complexion, he asked her what she was mixed with, and she said, I'm Creole and Nigerian from Chicago. Now, when I was on YouTube prior to that R. Kelly situation, they used to criticize the anti-African ADOS Nigerian, especially Igbo tribe. A Creole Nigerian sister used to come on my channel asking I said, let me put your phone number up in here on my live stream. She said, I gotta talk to you about Nigerian Igbo people. I said, no. So when I watched that George Floyd tape and he was doing things with I saw that tape, the sex tape that came out by George Floyd. The sister said she was Creole and Nigerian. Igbo. So when she said that, I said, hold up. I think that's the girl that will follow me on YouTube. Because she kept asking me to call her. I said, I'm not calling you. I don't know who you are. Kept telling me to call her. I was like, I don't know who you are. Before I was homeless. And I said, hold up. When she said she was Creole, I said, hold up. And George Floyd was in Houston. He made that sex tape. I said, hold up. I believe it's that girl in prior to that R. Kelly. She said she's from Chicago. I said, okay, I know exactly who that is. Because Candace Owens said that he did this and that. So I was trying to find any connections. But I know what happened to George Floyd. They set that dude up. It wasn't all racial. It was racial, but not all. people don't know. George Floyd and white dude 9-10. No offense to George Floyd family. They was in the
All right.
cartel and the Asian cartel control that area. And they did money laundering. When they say fake $20 bill, that's money laundering. And what it was, they said the bright skinned dudes. I saw when I did my investigation on this. The bright skinned dude said that George's co-worker, that was the one that killed him, talking about Chevron, was upset that his paycheck. And I'm assuming the paycheck was higher because they were doing security and 9-10 drug dealing. That Maya Santa Maria, whatever her name is, the lady that owned that Nuevo Rodeo Club, whatever it's called. Well, I'm assuming she is a drug dealer. I'm not saying she is, but I don't assume because she got raided before. 5 years before George Floyd got killed, it was on LA Times. Her club, her restaurant club got raided for the same doggone thing, drugs. And then you have Asian gang members who also part of police department. And they also said that the Derek Chauvin's wife is connected with the Asian gang cartel. So even though he's not Asian, that's why he had that part Asian black dude, light skinned dude, and the Asian dude stand behind him while his knee was on that dude's neck. That's why they did that. Because 9-10, it was over drug money. A lot of folks know it was a hit on George Floyd. It wasn't just a racial thing. And they need to investigate the clerk. Because I must think the clerk at that store knew that when they said fake $2 bill, not said he had fake. They talking about money laundering. Because at that club, they had drug dealing, trafficking, and money laundering at that club. They sure did. My son, I did my home investigation. Yeah. So it wasn't just racial. They was all, and the reason why the people, that's why Derek Chauvin got, BX Soldier. I'm not lying. I don't know who the heck you talking about. Someone named BX Soldier. I don't know who BXM Soldier. I don't know who the heck that is. Who is this crazy person? I don't know who that person is. No, it's a brother. I forgot his name. It's on YouTube. He spilled the tea by George Floyd. He said it was a hit. It was a hit. Maya Santa Maria was selling dope over there. And Derek Chauvin, 9-10, it's my theory. Derek Chauvin and George Floyd was selling dope together. He got paid more than he did. And that bright skinned dude security also said that when he said that, I said, oh, 9-10, Derek Chauvin, not the fact the paycheck was less than his. The paycheck was not just for security, the paycheck was for drug trafficking. Yeah, because see what it is, George Floyd left Houston, went up there to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and that's what and got in some more dirt. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know that it's a drug hit. It wasn't just racial; it was a drug hit against George Floyd because he cause a drug deal went bad. That what it was. That's what it was racial, but Derek Chauvin, it belongs to her family. They say the one who paid the Asian lady, she belonged to her family belonged to an Asian cartel. It's a Mexican cartel and an Asian cartel. They work together in the area, and that's why Santa Maria, she changed her story. First, she was like not trying to be involved in the case, but when she started bashing Derek Chauvin. Yeah. And that's why they put Derek Chauvin in jail, because Minneapolis, the police department, has a lot of corruption. They don't want their police officers to be labeled as drug dealers. That really, like I say, Derek and George were friends. They wasn't just enemies. They were friends. And that's why he was screaming at his mama, because he knew it was a hit. Yeah. And I know somebody, I ain't gonna say a name, they like, how do you know that? I said, nobody tell me. I investigate this like I research this. What subject? We're talking about Derek Shaw. We're talking about George Floyd. Are you connected with them people? How I gonna get him banned? I'm not doing anything against YouTube rules. We not even talking about you. We talking about Derek Chauvin and George Floyd. And trust me, I did when I was on the street, I said, hold up, ain't what's it called? It's not just race. Something behind that scene. And they said, and I heard they knew each other. He has a podcast. It's a dark skinned, intelligent brother. Let me go to my notes here. Oh my God. I don't forget this about conspiracy. No, I said I believe. So I'm not. You don't have to believe that. But it's no. Why are you scared that I'm telling this? You know about the George Floyd case? Why are you scared and being so a big soldier? Because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Just like I said about Amber Guy before me and Blue got into it back in April 2021. I told that woman to witchcraft. That white lady from Black Lives Matter from here in Houston. When I cussed out, I was homeless. I wasn't bothering her on Facebook. I'm telling folks that what's her name? Amber Gaga and Bolton John. They did know each other. Them apartments are not cheap ghetto apartments. You can break into some. Them apartments are expensive apartments. He was living the American dream. He was an immigrant. Talking about Bolton John. Did the immigrant dream. He did more wealthy than what 8 people in there. They both got more money. He from was saying one of the Caribbean islands. So let me find out what that brother name is, so he can go to that channel. Go tell that brother he do a conspiracy theories, because he pointed out that it was a hit on George Floyd. It was a hit on George Floyd because they were set. That's Thomas. Thomas C. I know he ain't around. That's how he look.
Yo. Okay. So what's the deal with Tim Asuna? What is he? Is he because I've seen his name, and then on top of it, they always want to come around my page and talk crap. He's another one I can't stand, to tell you the truth. Tim Asuna.
I've seen his racist Mexican dude. Gigi stopped having him on as a moderator. Cause he was on Gigi Live as moderator. He friends with Blue Shalalo. Yeah. Tom Messina, he won on race Latino friends with racist mixed folk. He remember Blue Shalalo and had him folk from Goldsmith. He be on Radical's channel and Fire's channel. He showed up. I be watching him, and he on OG. He one of the spam tips. Show is. But I don't know why he get mad about me, because I'm telling the truth about what happened to George Floyd. They don't know, and I'm not, because I know a brother, and he I ain't gonna say the brother name. He frowned when I said, "Dude, I ain't gonna get you in no trouble." I said, "He said, how do you know?" I said, "I be investigating this stuff on my own. I ain't become a investigator." George Floyd, because he knew.
Yo.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say the brother's name because I ain't trying to get myself in trouble.
Yeah. I'm about to wrap it up and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a live stream on Sunday. So you have anything to say, Zach?
Yeah. No, I was gonna find my internet. George Floyd had a hit. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Yep.
The media don't want to talk about people in the comment section of that video who from that area will say that's true. They said the riders went to her club. Showed it. I think the riders, they went in the city, had told to shut that club down right when the ride was going on. Talking about where they were working at. Yeah, and it's picture. And Derek Shaw taking a picture. They were working security together. Derek Shaw was a drug dealer. Cause he was a white guy, because he had white people in these people of color gangs, and he met that Asian woman, and they said rumor has it that she belonged to the Asian mob gang down there in Minneapolis. They sell dope. Yeah,
right.
When the CIA
Right.
That's how that happened. That's how I know about that. When Racker was defending that, was not defending, was exposing that as well. That I also knew too because their brother said that it's about something Uncle Sam. I've got the book about something Uncle Sam. I forgot it's called, and he said that in that he said that he something Uncle Sam. It's on my screenshot down here. Like come out in the acting a fool. Well, that's how they brought immigrants of color. I ain't trying to be anti like to
All right.
African Caribbean individuals, not all, to go to African community and sell dope for cocaine. Yeah, so that for cocaine, the crack that was going to jazz clubs. He talked about that in that video about their show and George Floyd being friends because they knew each other. This whole thing on my nerve. I can't find because I have it on there. It's a brother. I forgot the brother name. He talked about it was a hit on George Floyd. It was. It was not just that. Why you think that white woman, his girlfriend, was talking about the meth? I mean the meth drugs stuff. Yeah, because they were selling meth over. They were selling meth at that club, and they were selling to do laundry. And like I said, that club had been raided before. It's on at that time back 2015, so it makes sense. So when and I'm not trying, like I said, if George Floyd family, I'm not trying to bash him, but God rest his soul. But when Candace Owens exposed him, things happened for a reason. It was ugly how she did, but it opened the door, and I'm glad it did because it let you know that it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it was wrong how she came in for white supremacy just a bash, but wrong what he did too. I'm not coming on what Judge Floyd did to people, but to come out during time, a fan mourning, people protesting, and she's coming out there for white supremacy, you know what I'm saying, as usual. And then next thing, that's time I seen her. He right. That's time I seen her. That's time I seen her. Let me find it
Yeah.
out. I think gotta go. I'm trying to find out where the George Floyd was set up. The George Floyd hit. Yeah, it was.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, it was a hit. I'm trying to find out. And the brother has a podcast. He's a very touching, educated brother. Um, he he broke it up because the media don't tell you everything. That sounds like the media. They don't tell you everything. They tell you what they want to tell you. But like I said, and I mentioned about the Black Lives Matter white lady here in Houston. I believe she cast a spell. She cast a spell on me before me and Blue got into it. Because I didn't know who Blue was. It was the same time. That's how I met Blue in April 2021. Blue Gelato. Around me and that white lady from Black Lives Matter. And she came. What happened? She got mad. Just like Tim get mad. She got mad because I said that Bolton John and Amber Geiger was lovers. They were. That's why that Mexican racist cop had him set up. Them emails, remember why they delete the emails? Because emails was exposing that he was upset that Amber Geiger was leaving him for that brother, talking about Bolton John. And Officer Rivera has killed a brother before in Dallas Police Department. He's a racist. He was cheating on his wife, who's Latina, with a white woman. She wanted his side pieces. So he was mad that it was a side piece. Hold on. I can't even find it. God, dog. Yeah, it said George Floyd is a hit. It's on my other account. And I'm trying to get access to it. You and I follow, but I can't. It's acting a fool on my end. And it said, and I talked about that. George Floyd murder was a hit. Yeah, it wasn't just like, oh, they're gonna find random brothers and go kill them. No, they were friends, and that place they worked was ratchet. Like, of course, she was trying to become a singer, talking about the owner. she was trying to be community, Latino community. I'm glad she's not, because imagine if George Floyd was not killed and they caught her in some drug scheme, and gonna make the Latino community look terrible in Minnesota. So I'm glad Miss Santa Maria did not become this Latina community leader down there, because if she got caught some scandal, it's gonna make the community look terrible. That's why she throwing Derek Chauvin on the bus later on. At first, she wasn't. She wasn't defending what he did, but like she was trying to not say nothing. Then she started saying that he was a jerk and stuff to cover her crimes.
Got you.
Innocent. Why did the feds raid her club before? Raid her little restaurant, because it's a restaurant, but it turned to a club. They sell alcohol. At first, it was a Mexican restaurant, and it was turned to alcohol club because they sell alcohol, and that's how they make money. But they making money besides alcohol, and people come in the club and dance. They making money because of illegal activity. Yep. So like I told one of the people that knew George Floyd, I ain't trying to mention the brother's name. I wasn't trying to air out this business. I said, no, I'm trying to let people know that it was a setup, and that it actually don't make George Floyd look terrible. It makes the police department. That book I told you about, Walking with the Devil, by Michael W. Quinn, I believe Michael W. Quinn, about police brutality, he was part of that police department. And this was before he made that book. I bought Amazon. I was reading like a Bible when I was homeless. A lot of cops didn't like me because I knew what type of signs, how they act, and I'm looking at their behavior, observing. And it's called Walking with the Devil by Michael W. Quinn. I think he used to work for me, and he talked about like one of the cops breaking in people's house. The cops breaking in people's houses and bragging about. Yeah, they had cops that one of them abused a prostitute, and I think they raped her or something like that. He told lieutenant, and that cop came to Michael W. Quinn and said, "Hey, like, keep my name out your mouth. I care if you kill." I'm not lying. If you read that book, Walking, it will expose you, because the reason why the good cops do not say what goes on, like they don't tell on each other, because they're afraid those bad cops, the lieutenant, the captain, and their friend will gang up them. They start harassing them at work. They'll start harassing their family. They start making death. Yeah, that's how. That's why I didn't become a cop. Because imagine, I'm not a tell, but when it comes to hurting people based on color and all other stuff, I will snitch. Because I don't want to be blamed. If I was a police officer, I don't want nobody who's hurt behind that blame me. And plus, I'm a person of color. I don't look like a white dude. I look more on the black side. You know what I'm saying? So it's my blood. Of course, I'm mixed up, but I don't like my white ancestors. I can't pay it. Okay? So I take that seriously. So I would love to serve, protect, but we got people ain't there to serve, protect. There's a bunch of people. I don't work with them. Because I will tell what goes on. I don't believe bad authority. I believe you're supposed to be, we do authority, you're supposed to be as good as, you're not perfect. God is perfect. We're supposed to be as perfect as possible. Like, try to be perfect. And a lot of them are wicked. Like they and like I said, in that book, they said one of the prostitutes got beaten up by the cop. They couldn't snitch on because I was one of her Johns. Like he talked about that. He talked about a lot. Like, he had death threat. When he made that book, he got death threats by the cops. And same thing here in Houston. Why you think that they keep attacking Lena Hidalgo, our judge, about her private security? She's not being fancy.
Wow.
She received death threats too. And remember the part white, part Latina woman was going against her that campaign last year. That's why the politician was making fun of Lena, like cyberbullying Lena. You know what I'm saying? Doing that campaign last year, I'm like, dang, you probably grown adults. It's worse what I'm going through here on YouTube. Lena was going through a lot, and I felt bad for Lena. So that's why, because they said she's using common. Look, if she using the city money, I ain't mad. Use my money. We gotta keep her alive. Okay, she not doing no other things.
I hear you. Yo, I'm about to
Yeah.
close it down. So you got any
All right.
closing remarks, Zacharias?
No, because my data acting a food. I cannot find that video. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it about the what's it called about the George Floyd thing. Yeah, give me a second because it's my internet acting good. Joe Biden is doing okay right now. Hold on, just a moment. I know you gotta go because it's almost 12 o'clock in your end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, just a moment. I'm trying to get to the so everybody can go to this brother's channel. Trying to find it too. Hold on, just a moment. We getting close to it. We getting close to it. Yes, thank you, Jesus.
Email me that, John. All right.
I want to tell everybody. I
Oh,
want to tell
okay, got you.
that. Yeah. So everybody can be informed. Hold on, just a moment. We getting close to it. We getting close to it. Just a moment. It's acting. Joe Biden getting on my nerve with this internet. Jesus, I'm not lying. All that he want to get money to Ukraine. That no wonder internet acting a fool. Hold on. Well, Obama, I didn't have Obama. I had Obama phone for a side, but I didn't have Obama phone as a. Cause I had my family phone. Okay, we getting close to. Hold up, we getting close to it. Cause doing Halloween. Hold on, just a moment. Hold on. What the heck is wrong with this thing? Okay, hold on. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. God, talk. We getting close to it, brother. Hold on, just a moment. Cause everybody check that brother out. He break it down on his podcast and YouTube how it was a setup. And he mentioned Santa Maria's club. I say, yep. And I researched it too. When I was on the street and I was in the hotel. I looked up forward to Jody, and they had raided her place. Raided her place, and they said I heard. I think I'm not mistaken. The riders went to her spot first and to go ride doing the JoJo. Cause they everybody know what's up. God, Doc, where's up the end there? Hold up. Okay, it was doing. Okay, hold on. Doing October. Hold on, just a moment. We tell Joe Biden to fix the Wi-Fi and stuff. Get my nerves, man. I wish Obama and I don't like Trump, but Trump Obama was backing off because the connection bad. It's like Joe Biden and he's slow behind. I hope he hear it too. I ain't vote for him. Okay, this is like okay. Oh, God. See, I got to deal with this. Okay. Well, I let you go, bro, because I don't want to hold up on it because it's acting a fool. This old internet acting a fool. I'm just trying to get to the because I had the dude's name on my hold on. I'm gonna type in there. Just one. I want you reading the back. No,
All right,
hold on.
got you.
Yeah, and it's the loading process acting a fool. And I said, like I say, Joe Biden and Kamala to fix that mess. They want to get things to doggone people from Ukraine, but they ain't want to have us Americans here. Hold on just a moment. Okay. All right, we getting close to doing Halloween. Doing Halloween time. Forget. And I told this Mexican lady about it. Yeah. She was Republican. She thought that's no, it's more to the subject. It's about it was set up because Derek Chauvin was they both were dope dealing. Suspect allegedly. I believe it was. Because Miss Santa Maria, she guilty. It's the F word when it comes up here. Yeah, Miss Santa Maria need to investigate her club, her connections, and their police department. Yeah, it's loading up slow, man. Come on. Okay, it's not it. Okay, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, because it was doing around election area. I don't forget. God, talk it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find later on, and we'll talk about it later on.
All right,
Uh,
bro.
okay,
I have a next stream tomorrow, so if anything, I'll I have to let certain people. as a moderator because you know what? There's certain people that will come here just to try to talk crap, and we have to just straight up block them.
Yeah, I know. They talk. They talk crap. Yeah, I know you're talking about because yeah, I know we had one tonight.
Yeah. Well, good evening, and how should I say? Au revoir. Welcome to my channel, and I will try to get some good content tomorrow. Peace.
We gonna. I'm gonna suggest you to pray on this stream because they doing it. They're making sure that the stream is messed up. They are
Got
making.
you.
Yeah, they are. All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Adios.
Adios.